What up? What up? Special edition. Today, Funk from the Front Seat. Live 9 on the Grind TV. Oh, we got a good one for you. We're going to be hanging out with my girl, my little sister, the daughter of soul, North Carolina's own, by way of New York City, Brooklyn. Yo. We got JASME Kelly in the house today. And she's going to be doing her thing, telling us a little bit about this amazing event that's going to be happening tomorrow, April 13th. Right? And we're going to show you the flyer. And we're going to let y'all check all that out. And it's going to be all of that and then some. We're going to be talking a little bit about the event, about the people that's going to be on the event. And I'm going to let Jazz tell you all of that, so I ain't going to tip it. But before we get started, I need everybody in North Carolina to put your hands together and let's get ready to run this like we do Funk from the Front 9 on the Grind TV each and every Saturday and also Friday when we got a special show that we doing today with JASME Kelly. So I need everybody around the world to clap your hands like this, especially all of y'all that's going to be hanging out at that amazing festival that's going to be coming up tomorrow. So without further ado, we're going to bring JASME Kelly to you, and she's going to tell you all about this popping event that we got popping, and it's going to be like that. And I need everybody in the 919 and all around North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Georgia, as far as DC, New York. I need all y'all to pop down and check this out because it's going to be all of that and then some. So without further ado, I got my girl on, JASME Kelly. Pop on, sweetie, and tell me what's going on, my dear. How you doing?
Hey, out here at Soul City in
Soul City.
person. Y'all need to get here.
so
Y'all need to...
before you tell us a little bit about the event, just tell us a little bit about you and who you are and what you do.
My name is JASME Kelly. I am the daughter of Soul and the Duchess of Durham. It's funny when you find out who you are, or when other people know who you are before you know who you are. But that's the beauty of being raised in community and this life that we're living as artists. I grew up in Durham, got my credentials in New York, and brought them back to North Carolina, all over the world. I've performed in Panama. I performed in Trinidad. I performed in Jamaica. I've opened for BB King, Stanley Clark, Marcus Miller, Victor Wooten, Jonathan Butler, George Duke, people, Al Jarreau, people who aren't even here anymore. So when I say I'm the daughter of soul, it's because, my forefathers claimed me. We're not orphans out here in this musical journey.
Got that right.
Yeah,
so having worked with all those amazing artists, right? And of course, you have your own stuff, and we're going to show some of your videos, and we were showing some last week as well, right? When you think about the journey, and we always think about the journey, and we talk about this journey, connect us a little bit with your musical creations and contributions, and how did you link up with the brothers and sisters that started Soul City? And people don't even know what Soul City is, so maybe you could start there and hit
hold
us to
on,
that.
mic problem. Hello? Got me?
Yeah, I'm here. I hear you.
Uh-oh.
We hear you.
Got me.
Yeah, we hear you.
I hear you playing. Oh, you're playing. You can hear me. Okay. All right. Now I'm having a problem hearing you. That's okay. You know what I'm gonna do? All right. Hold on. Sorry about that, y'all.
No worries.
In the real places, these things happen.
Yeah, they do.
So, as far as my contributions in my musical journey and how I linked up with these people from Soul City, because I am the daughter of Soul, now apparently the daughter of Soul City. I'm a 7th generation North Carolinian, and this the very first time I ever heard about Soul City was when I was in college at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, and I took a class, the African American Experience since 1865. And that is when I learned of Soul City. I was like, what? How did I not ever know about this? Because they try to hide things. They try to hide things. They're like, okay, we're done with that. Let's hide. Because you can't feel empowered. You can't feel connected to the soil or and everything. So, and all of my classmates, we all took this class. And fortunately, I have some people around me that, are my family that I grew up with. And then when I say grew up with, I really mean grow old, became a grown up with. And we all came together. And so we purchased the building. It's called the Soul City Community Development Cooperation because the mission of Soul City was to spur economic development. And if you know anything about the history of Soul City, which we'll get into, that was supported. So here we are, basically carrying the mantle of an idea that was started by Floyd McKissick that we learned about in college that was just so like, wow, what? And we just trying to pick up the legacy. I mean, everyone wants to talk about generational wealth and leaving a legacy, but I'm actually benefiting. I'm the beneficiary of a legacy and a legend. So that's the opposite side. For all of those people who care about those things, please do not be mad when your beneficiaries enjoy the benefits of the work, because that's what you work for. So I would like to say thank you to my forefathers and foremothers, because again, I am the daughter of someone.
Well, there you go. Y'all heard it. So having said that so
Okay,
eloquently,
you're
we're
gonna have
hanging
to give
out.
me. Why don't you go ahead and play a video real quick so I can get this sound back right quick, okay?
Okay,
Because we
you
have
can't
other
hear me?
artists too on the show.
I
You
can
can't
hear
hear
you.
me?
I can hear
Okay.
you.
Yeah,
Yes.
let me get my sound back because I can't hear you, and I know
Okay.
I feel like I've got some good
All
information.
right. So
People are
y'all
like,
hang
what?
out.
Soul City?
We're gonna
How do
run
I
one of
get
her
there?
vids, and we're gonna bring Jazz
Okay,
back when
I'll
she's
be right
ready.
back.
So, Mr. Mark Lee, you back there, man? Could you first show that poster and then maybe run one of those vids? I think, because that would be cool. Because I want our audience to see what it is this event. And I wanted the poster to kind of tell the story because there are other artists on there as well. And the good thing is that they're all going to be on this one amazing show. Okay, there we go. I like that. Can you make it bigger? Yeah, can you make it bigger? There you go. Soul City International Roots Music Festival from Soul to Soul, April 13th, 2024. And I believe Mark said it's from like either 10 to 8 or 1 to 8 because we was talking about that last week. So you can correct me on that, Mark, at some point. But you guys need to go and check this out because there are some really awesome artists that's actually going to be on this show. Going to be a lot of vendors there. I believe it's the fourth or fifth one that they're having. Right? Is this the first or the fifth or the fourth? Which one is this, Mark? The first one? The first one, right?
I'll pop on. It's the first one, first ever, and everything. But they're hoping to make it a annual event, as you heard Jasmine say. Soul City is definitely part of the legacy in terms of trying to be a African American run city under the direction of Floyd McKissick, the late Floyd McKissick. His son is actually a lawyer and a politician here in the local area and all along those lines. But definitely it is something that they have been trying to do. I remember when my parents had the radio station, Soul City was in its fruition stages and all in that space. So that would have been in the mid 70s and all in around that time because Soul City was around during that time. I think he got Mr. Floyd McKissick some money from the Nixon administration in order to try to make this African American run city a reality and everything. So like I said, it did not take off in the way that Floyd pictured it, but there are definitely people like Jasmine and others that are hoping to keep that legacy going and all along those lines. And we do have one of those videos if you want to show it. I also see we've got Jasmine back in the house as well and everything, but definitely that is
Let me
what
just
it
see
is
if we can
going.
hear her first. So I'll bring her in, see if we can hear her, and then
I
we're
can hear
gonna.
you.
We
Yeah,
can
I
hear
can.
you.
Okay, I can hear you now. Okay, awesome.
Okay, great. We were just talking about this, and I wanted to ask you who are some of the other artists that's actually going to be at this event with you.
So, okay, we have a woman named Sona who is playing with us, and she plays the kora. She's from the Gambia. Incredible. She's played all over Europe, And how this relates even to like my upbringing is I grew up in North Carolina, of course, with the African American Dance Ensemble. And I like the kora. Some people don't even know what the kora is, but I know because I actually knew someone that played the kora. And it's not rare. I mean, it's a rare thing to come across in our walk in the U.S. side, I guess. But that's definitely something that people need to experience that you can't just experience all the time, unless unless you know a core player. So that's definitely someone contributing to an experience that people in this area can have. We also have Desiree coming from St. Croix, who is an incredible reggae artist. So deep, so spiritual, so full of soul. Definitely please check her out. I mean, she is right there with, I mean, she's right there with Queen Africa. She's just definitely a very powerful, deep voice. It is crazy too because we have a similar vocal texture. So when you meet people who you share something like that, either you get excited because when you feel so unique, it's hard to be in communion. So that's another thing about this. I mean, there's so many women, and we're all trying to be in communion with each other, as well as with the entire event. And then we have Drea Norman coming. This woman is from Buffalo, New York. She also works with the Nina Simone Project. And she is coming with her entire band, classically trained pianists. But the best and the super surprise highlight is that Nina Simone's last living sibling, Sam Wayman, who was her musical director for 25 years, is making a guest appearance as well. And he will be performing with me. So, again, like I said, I'm living the legacy of legends. And and this, especially this time in the world where everybody's like, oh, what's the new thing and what's the next thing? And this is just biblical principle. Everything that is old will become new again. It's a trend to be in the farm and to be in in the earth now. But you have to commune with nature, commune with your artists, that's why it's called community. Communing is the verb. Community is the, is the noun. I didn't mean to give an English lesson.
And we need it. That's what this show is for, information. So whatever you got, we need you to spit it out because peace, love, and harmony is our mantra. And since I met you, you've been nothing but the epitome of that from day one. So I personally want to thank you. But I can tell you that this is something that will last forever now that God has started it. You know what I'm saying? This is just the first block in this pyramid with all these amazing women. And I'm glad because this is the age of Aquarius, the age of women. You guys should be running the world, and shitty ass men won't let you do it. But that's a fact. And I don't say
at least for a little while.
I say that because it's true, and every woman that knows me knows how I feel about that. But when you connected and started building this dream and started doing the legwork and the groundwork, how can people support this? Should they go to jasmekelly.soul.com or what I have on the bottom?
No, actually,
that want to contribute.
We should go to CDC, SoulCityCDC.org.
Soul. I'm going to put that in the chat in the thread.
Okay. SoulCityCDC.org.
BD
So
as
again,
as a boy.
C as in D, development. Community Development Collective. See, somebody just rode by here because this is a neighborhood. People live here, and rode by and just waved at me. That's country life. That's what people do. You remember you ride by and wave? I love it. CDC, yes, SoulCityCDC.org. Now, the great thing about it is too, we have Soul City was developed for economic development. Like that was Floyd McKissick's vision. Okay. But the one component that this new iteration that we've added to it that wasn't in the original development plan is the agricultural compartment.
Right.
So again, this brings us back from the soil to the soul because we have CDC grants. We are trying to create farming camps, farming education. Like we work with the North Carolina Black Farmers Alliance. We also work with the North Carolina Rastafari
Move
Alliance.
your head down a little bit. There you go.
Okay,
Or
we
move
work
the
with the
mic,
Rast.
move the camera up. One or the other. I want to see your
Can't
whole
do it.
face.
Hello. Okay, I got you. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Just trying
Perfect.
all these things. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
Well, we said we're trying to make sure everything is
No,
set,
that's
and I mean
perfect.
it's
Perfect.
me and it's
Yeah.
Soul City too, right?
Perfect.
um. So, we've had an agricultural component to it as well because this area of North Carolina, Warren County used to be one of the richest counties in North Carolina because it's also it's considered part of Eastern North Carolina, but that was all of that Chesapeake Bay money, Porter Richmond, Williamsburg. So this is because we're right next to Virginia. So, and Great Dismal Swamp. I don't know how much you all know about your North Carolina geography, but this was one of the richest counties in North Carolina because of crops and, of course, the economic structure of America before 1865. And you can call it what you want to, but we know it was slavery. So,
Facts.
again, we're going back to economics, right? And so here we have these people who are really trying to reclaim that and have some economic stability. And as there's no business here, there's no industry. And once the town was bankrupt by when federal funds were pulled, they ended up having to put a prison here to finance the town. So, understanding and knowing all of that, we know that we have a vision that we want to, like I say, honor. But now we've added agriculture and we also have other things to fight against. So it's like the more you advance or the bigger your idea, then that's also the more options, adversaries, and whatnot too. But if
Of
this is
course.
your life's work and this is what's put on your heart, like that's a part of the game. It's just cost of doing business, as we
It
say.
really is. It really is. You know, the downside and the upside is that you mentioned the community and the people, and not enough artists in this area do that. You've always done it. I've always talked to you about that. You've always done it. You represent the people because not only are you an amazing creator of gifts, of songs, singer, songwriter, activist, you've acted, you've done voiceovers. So you're overall one of the pillars of this area, right? And I say that with all due respect to other people that are here. As a woman, right, you've had to overcome a little bit more of the obstacle political bullshit that we have down here. And I know that as a black man. Tell me, how do you feel the pride in being a woman, knowing that you guys are running shit? I like that. How do you feel about that?
I'm gonna keep it on 100. Okay, no editing, code switch. Educated vernacular off. When I'm an artist and I'm on stage, everybody knows how things are supposed to go, right? The band leader is the band leader. The artist is the artist. Now, most of the time, the people behind you are men. But the fact that I'm a woman doesn't change like what the job is. But it does change how I approach the job because I know that I can't slip up and be communicative. I have to talk to men in the way that men understand. You know what I'm saying? Because I want good work, right? I have to explain that I'm not being defensive, but I'm standing up for myself. I have to explain that very simply, and this is not me being a woman, this is any artist. When your name is on the bill, you're in charge. It falls on you. So everybody else needs to get in line. So that's the main experience I've had um, as far as when you are in leadership. But I understand that people don't have power. Positions have power. and at certain time, people will be in those positions. And if you have, and you have to use the power of the position in the way it was designed. So that's kind of how I mitigate being a woman, because these things are designed irrelevant of, you know, irrelevant of whether it is a woman or a man in the front. But we all know that we're dealing with people too. When it comes
Yeah,
to,
that makes
when
a
it
lot
comes,
of sense. So going forward, you got this thing tomorrow. What time does it start?
so the doors open at 1 o'clock now. Ooh, just recently added two at 11:30. I believe from 11:30 to 10:30, 11:30 to 12:30. Sorry, somebody else just rode by and waved. We are having a community workshop where myself and some other artists will be sitting at a table to talk about empowerment, arts, and
I love it.
activism. So all are welcome. So you can get here at 11:30 and participate in that. The doors open for the festival at 1 o'clock. Our first performer is at
One
two
o'clock,
o'clock.
and we know they
One
open at
o'clock.
1 o'clock. Yeah.
Our first performer is at 2 o'clock. Then I'm performing at 3:15. Then we have Sona, and then we are closing it out with Desiree. I just know this is just going to be so beautiful. Look at the weather; it's gorgeous.
I got to ask you a question. Have you guys come up with a little surprise? And I don't want to tip it. Is it possible we may see all of you on stage at the end? Got to ask.
There has been some discussion of it,
Okay,
but
we'll
I
leave
have
it at
to.
that.
I mean, it's always possible. But back to the woman question, which I'm glad you got, because I wanted to circle back,
Yeah, yeah, go
because
for it.
that's the other thing though is, and this is not billed as a concert of women. It just happens that that's how it happened, because these are the people who are representing what we're doing. But that's that mother, right? From the soil to
Yeah,
the soul, right?
yeah,
All of
yeah,
that is feminine. All of that is feminine energy,
yeah.
right? And we understand masculine and feminine energy. So, um, but one thing I can say that I'm enjoying about this is a lot of times when you have women who have, like, when I describe my situation of how I have to assert the power of whatever position I am holding at that time, it's very hard for other women who might have that same position in a different sphere to actually work together, get together, come together. It was like, have you ever had an all woman band? I was like, no. And I was like, they were like, why not? I'm like, I just don't know that many. I mean, I do, but I don't know. Like when I get ready to call or go down a list of people and say, oh, I need this, I need this. Very few of them are women. And it's not that I don't know other women who do the things they do. It's just that we're also trained that I got to do my thing. That it never even, and everybody we do work with usually is men, that it never crosses our mind. Now, I will tell you, I have a show coming up on June the 9th in Pittsburgh called The Women in Rock. Well, Women in Rock and Blues. And this is the fourth edition of it. Because as I was speaking about the separation or siloing of these independent women, there is a group of women who have put other women together to do this very thing. And that will be happening. And this is my third year doing it.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah,
That will be at the Mod in Pittsburgh, North Carolina on June the 9th.
that's what's up.
And and I think the funny thing is everybody knows that when a group of women get together, especially if they're mad about something, it's gonna be off the chain. I mean, look at the PTA. Look at Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Look at Moms for Liberty, right? I mean, they're not my people, but they're getting it, right.
Yep.
So, yeah. So
When that show, that's June 9th. I want to make sure I can put it in the chat.
again on the sound. I did.
I want to make sure I can put it in the chat. So this way you guys watching, and then come back and watch this later and go back and watch this. You'll know Women in Rock, June 9th. So that's going to be tight. We're hanging out with JASME Kelly. We're getting ready to show one of her videos right now. So I'm going to jump to that for a minute. And y'all just hang out and check this out. And so it goes.
Opportunities, nevertheless, I guess they would have been no benefit to me. Too many things left up to chance, too much depends on circumstance. So I guess that I'll have to sit out this dance. Oh well, oh hell, I'll just be SOL. There's nothing you can do for me that I won't do myself. And so I say, so it goes. There's too many I don't know, and I don't need it, I suppose. So it goes, so be it. I don't believe it, I don't need it, I suppose. I suppose. If I had just made my decision based on my intuition, I wouldn't be in this position, and I'd rather be blowing on the trees and hanging in the breeze than down on my knees. And never again, my friend, will I be out on a limb. And I hate to say it, but I'm a tad bit jaded. There is no other way I could have made it, and so I say, so it goes. There's too many I don't know, and I don't need it, I suppose. So it goes, so be it. I don't believe it, I don't need it, I suppose. I suppose.
So it goes. We're gonna get Jazz back in. I love that cut, man. Thank you. That is so beautiful gift. That video.
Every time I
You know
hear
what we talked about last week, and I just wanted to give a quick mention because I know you would want me to mention this. The gentleman that shot the next one that we're going to show, Can I Breathe, Mr. Russ Corvey, may he rest in peace. I just wanted to give him a shout out because I had knew when I talked to him, he had done that production for you, and you had told me that as well. And he was such a good dude, and I just wanted to make sure that we mentioned his name because I know he'd be proud of you.
Yeah, I mean, you know, all we got is what we got. I mean, you know, we've all suffered, and sometimes you just can't keep suffering. So this is Can I Breathe? And, you know, that's what this video, you know, Can I Breathe?
I loved it, man. I watch it religiously all the time. It's in my video. It's in my video rotation. Because see, I have different rotations, so you're in my Sheryl Crow, Bonnie Raitt category.
Exactly. Yeah, because you know what? And you know what? That's like really where I fit in. But when you're a black woman in the music industry, they're like, no, because really that's just called adult contemporary. And you can't be like, I'm an adult contemporary artist. It's like, and I'm like, but I ain't trying to be funny because they like that's for white people. I'm like, white people like me too. I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, see, and you're beyond that. You vibrate higher. There is no black or white. And when I listen to music, I just listen to music. But I know the struggle because I said that to myself. I said, when I met you, I told you, I was like, you're that for us, right? But with a little twist of it, you know?
Hold on, yeah, 1 second, really quickly again, community.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing an interview. Say hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing an interview for the festival tomorrow. The Soul City International Roots Festival at Seven Springs. Seven Springs, the vineyard. Right down the road. Go that way. Take a left. Yeah. Yeah. See? Yeah, I'm telling them how good it is. Yeah, you gotta come on down.
And bring your whole family.
Listen. It starts at 1 o'clock. Doors open at 1 o'clock. It's from 1 to 9. So come on. Because I'm doing my interview.
With this.
And I had to do it in front of the sign. And my people are around the corner.
About the interview.
The sign is here.
My producer today, Mr. Mark Lee.
That's okay, because I was explaining to them how Soul City is still community. You know, and people ride by, wave at you, this, that, and the other. And of course, you want to know why someone's in your community. But you know, my friend Darren, we've been standing right around the corner over the house. We got all kinds of artists coming. Got some people from Africa coming, some people from St. Croix. So we want you to come too. We're doing this for you. Huh?
Somebody gave us love.
We're doing this for everybody. All right. That's what I'm doing. My interview. You want to see it on YouTube? You want me to send you the link when I'm done? All right. All right. Where you stay? You stay over there? In Middleburg?
Lisa Love.
I'll meet you. I'll come by the Dollar General. I'll leave some
on this side. If I could just beam you. Tomorrow's going to be an amazing event for these ladies. Straight up. But thank you, Lisa. I love you. I got to call you and catch you up to stuff. Everything is cool, you know.
You see? You see country people, you ain't just coming today. Their country is what you say. What you doing out here sitting with a guitar?
My sister from California, Lisa Love, is showing you love. She's with the Skunk Mob, and she's the Lisa Love. She got her own thing. Does a killer version of one of my favorite songs. Come, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
hey, Lisa, call me. We can work together. I just talked about this, right? We just talked about this. Call me. Send me some songs, okay? Let's do this.
She's on that list, so you guys stand behind me first.
This is a woman thing, John.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? I can't compete. You told me that before. You know what? You're right. She can go ahead of me. I cannot compete with y'all because y'all are the strongest for the flag. No way. I forgot who I was for a minute. Let me jump back. Let me fall back, youngin'. Yo, we hanging out today with my funk sister JASME Kelly, daughter of soul, you know, and this woman.
Soul City.
Soul City. Yeah, I'm gonna talk a little bit more about that in a minute, but I do want to run this next video because we was talking about that, right? Yeah, it's cool because I'm just happy that I'm able to be a part of this in some type of way. It makes me happy. When you smile, believe me, it does my heart good because the world needs that smile that you got right on your face. The world needs that, man. We're in some tumultuous times, as you know. So we need you keep doing what you do. All right, y'all check this out. Can I breathe?
I woke up, grabbed my cup, now I'm gone. numb. Go walk in the sun. I want to be bothered by anyone till I'm done getting lost in my thoughts. I just want a little bit of time to think. I just want my mind, body, and soul in sync. I just want one day I can feel free. Can I breathe? Can I breathe? Everybody back up off of me. It's been hard, harder than difficult. Straight up, messed up, jacked up, unbearable, beyond unimaginable. And I know it can't be like this always. Eventually something has to change. I wish eventually it was today. I just want a little bit of time to think. I just want my mind, body, and soul in sync. I just want one day I can feel free. Can I breathe? Can I breathe? Please. Everybody back up off of me.
That is one beautiful, freaking, amazing song. Let me tell you
Takes
something.
me back.
Are you going to play a little bit for us while we got some time?
Yeah, I was just really in that. I was just like, oh my gosh, I'll be, because again, like I said, people have positions. Their positions hold power, but boy, when I'm so lucky, and sometimes it just be feeling so good. I'm like, wow, I still after all this time, I'm like, wow, I did that.
Yeah, you did. Ah,
I did that. I never play this. I play. Sometimes you write songs, but that don't mean you play them. It's crazy. So here we go. I don't know. I might have played this song before. I haven't played it in forever. How's that sound? Can you hear it?
it could be louder. We could hear it, but not quite. When you first strummed, it was loud. But
Okay, because I know I'm chilling now. Hold on. I gotta. This one.
get your vibe right. Live from the front seat.
I know why you can't hear it. It's my headphones. Hold on, I gotta turn these headphones off. That's what it is. Ah, no, let me do it like this. I know how to do this. Better? See? Time to relax, 'cause my levels are maxed and I can no longer hold the tears back. I need some relief. Get on to the green. Take a load off my feet and maybe that'll help the tension to ease. Something inside of me is trying to let me know. And I need my little piece. I'm gonna say it again. I can make you I can't get anxiety. Got to hold on to my sanity. It's ever so clear to me. This is my way God wants me to be. So I have to be more than willing to go up and be in business with no way out the fear. And there is no time for me to be chilling still. Something inside of me is trying to let me know that I need a little peace. Something inside of me is trying to let me know. I could use a little.
Wow, that's amazing.
You
Thank
go.
you for sharing that with us on this journey. I always told you, man, you're one of my favorite artists of all time, just because of what you do, and you're so
Little
unique
piece.
at it.
Okay, we lost you again. I know,
And
right?
man, oh man, oh man, oh man, it's amazing to have you on the show. We're
I
gonna
got
stop
you.
in a minute. I wanted to give you the full screen and give you the last word, so you could tell us your thoughts about where the as soon as Jazz comes back. I want to give her the full screen so she could tell us her thoughts about where we're taking this game we call the music business. Mr. Mark Lee, you mind jumping in for a second? Because I know you got a question for Jazz. You've been knowing Jazz for a long time.
Yeah, I've known Jazz for a while. Glad that she's doing her thing. Definitely glad she's supporting that. Definitely hometown of mine, because definitely Warrenton is just around the corner from Soul City. And as he was talking about that farm element, I was glad that they were including that farm element, because I don't even think Jasmine knows this, but Dad, who is a well-known artist here in the area, had a program called And the Mule, that was what their whole nature was, kind of doing farming during the time that Floyd McKissick was setting up Soul City. So they were actually doing joint venture. So And the Mule was actually there in the Warren County area. It was him and a gentleman named Hugh Hayward out of Bermuda that actually had that organization, and it stands for 40 Acres and a Mule. That's how they came up with the name And the Mule, and all along those. So definitely, it's good to see that you're bringing that back to the community. I was just wondering really
Oh,
quickly, if you could tell us about the vineyard, and all in that space, because I'm not that
oh
familiar with
wow.
cities. I mean,
Okay.
the vineyard. So
Yeah. The
please.
vineyard is right around the corner from Soul City. I mean, it falls right in line with the legacy. The vineyard is owned by Preston Williams and his family. I mean, I guess North Carolina is mostly muscadine wine. I guess I don't drink as much as I used to, or like I used to. So, but and it's definitely a pandemic response that has been successful. So, they have, there's a stage, there's a covered patio with seating so you can reserve it. And then they have private cabanas. They also have a couple of tiny houses out there. So for lodging, because they do, this is a draw. This is not, hey, I was just riding around and decided to go to this vineyard. This is, they're open all the time. But on Saturdays, they have the soul picnic. They have, a party, basically a party every Saturday. The white party, the Greek party, sundresses and soothsayers. And this is our weekend, and it's for Soul City. This is the weekend that's for the people here. So it's just, it's just on brand for everything that we talk about. We talk about it and do it.
Yeah.
I think
Hmm.
that when we look at this festival in totality, and since it's like a major thing that's popping in North Carolina, all of you guys deserve a big hand, a big pat on the back, and all the people that work with you and the sponsors and the vendors and everybody that's going to be a part of this event tomorrow deserves a really deserves our gratitude, I guess is the word, because this is part of the journey on this planet that we call Earth. And when you can make beauty instead of war, when you can make peace instead of hate, when you can make love instead of anger, you've changed the world. So for that, we are grateful to you and all the artists. We got about 5 more minutes. Jazz, I wanted to give you the full screen so you can really talk to the people and tell them anything that you think they need to know, because I want them to understand the nature of your essence and why you do what you.
Um, when everybody says I can't be anybody but me, it is too painful to be anything else other than yourself. And I have come to terms with the fact that this is my mode of operation and travel in the world. We a lot of times we search for stability and certainty, and this is my stability and certainty. I've tried a lot of different things, and in the words of Prince, everybody says nothing comes too easy, but when you got it, baby, nothing comes too hard. um, Being a musician is hard. It is hard. It is the easiest thing for me to do. I'm not saying it is an easy thing. I'm saying it's easiest for me. And I just have to honor myself and honor what it is. And there's a lot of learning of what that includes and as a person, but also the world is evolving for musicians and music. I guess it's like art has to be displayed. And so I'm on display now. Um, but I'm still a person. And I guess that's what it is. My art is me, but it's also means so many things to so many other people too. And that's kind of like the part where, that is the way I navigate through the world, because the doors open and hearts open and ways are made for me, as opposed to I work so hard. I try the hardest. I'm out here grinding. I mean, it gets seen. So I guess that's where I am right now, on being seen by the people who see me. So I think that's very important, because whoever's on this streamline now is seeing me. A lot of times we worry about the things that we don't see and can't see, and so I'm concentrating on what is in front of me and who is in front of me and who is for me. So I like to thank Zach, Mark, the entire community, Soul City, because this is for me. I thank God, of course, because that's how all these things were become so apparent. And I'm so much at more peace and less odds with myself and the rest of the world. Because I understand what I'm doing. So I guess the main thing about me and my art is I am on display in the world as a person who knows what they are doing and who they are doing it and who they are doing it for. And so I guess that's what I want other people to do. I want that whatever you're doing, know what you're doing and who you're doing it for. And then it's easier for all of us to get along in the world. And I guess that's really the message about my art, because that's who I am. Because I don't have a choice. I guess the choice was already made. This is a result of choices and, chaos theory. But this is what it is. This is who I am. This is what I do. And if a lot more people get to that for themselves, not that they got to be me, but they can just be themselves and do them, then that's fine. That's fine. That's what I'm about. Do you, boo? And let me do me. But it takes a long time to figure out what that is. So, this brings me back again. Songs I've never played before or haven't played in forever, and how I'm gonna end this. Gotta take my headphone off. I started writing songs when I was 19 in college, sitting around with my friends, playing guitar, just like this. I just sit in the college dorm room. Let's see if I can remember this song. This sounds like some straight up first songs you ever write. Some people say that I'm a badass. Some people say that I am kind. Some people think that I'm half crazy. Others say I have lost my mind. But that's alright with me, 'cause I just wanna be. Some people wish that I would calm down. Some people wish I would grow up. To some I can do no wrong, no wrong. To others say I must screw up. But that's alright with me, 'cause I just wanna be. The best thing in the world is to be. I'm not responsible for anyone but me. I can go where I want to and do what I want to do, just as long as I'm true to myself. Yeah. Some people think that I'm a rebel. Some people think that I am kind. Some people just want to love me. Others say I'm not worth their time. But that's alright with me, yeah. And that's alright with me, yeah. And that's alright with me. 'Cause I just wanna be. I just wanna be. That's all I got for you.
Y'all heard it here first from the front seat, not on the grind TV. I want to thank Miss Yo-Yo's Closet Over 50 for jumping on. You can check out our shows all the time. They're all stored on YouTube, and we have a lot of interesting guests. And Lisa Love, of course, out on the West Coast. My girl always comes through for me early, gets up early for me. And that makes me feel so happy that somebody way over there is checking us out over here. And we appreciate all you guys that are going to watch this later. Again, tomorrow. Saturday, April 13th. Y'all need to come and support this amazing event. Of course, Jazz is going to be there with all these other artists, from soul to soul, so y'all come down and make this happen, because I'm gonna definitely pop through there and visit myself. So it's gonna be really cool. Thank you, Jazz. I appreciate you. I love you, sis.
Love you.
Wings up to our dog. Yeah. So, and also too, I know y'all heard about this, but whether you feel like it or it's good or bad or indifferent, we do know O.J. Simpson died. No matter what is what, he's gone now. So we don't hate. We just say rest in peace. Like Dave Chappelle said, it was funny. It was funny because he said, well, yeah, he's a murderer, but that murderer ran for over 2,000 yards. See, now I don't make light of it. No, right? I don't make light of it, but right? He was pretty good at football despite how his life turned out. And now he's with God and he has to make peace with that. If you have a birthday today, we love you. Happy birthday. All the Aries, we still in Aries season, age of Aquarius. We was hanging out with Jasmine Kelly, my good funk sister, man. And I'm loving up on you, man. And I'll see you next time, all right? You have a great show.
All right, now.
All right,
All
sweetheart.
right, now.
All right, bye. Thank you. Funk from the front seat. You guys know it's always an adventure when we come on this show, and they're all beautiful. I love each and every one. I can't even tell you how much I love the fact that I can sit here on a Friday afternoon and just rock my gear, not the Funk Army gear, have on my peeps, have a hat that's signed by Mr. Boosie Collins, right? And I'm sitting here talking about funk music, man, and just living life like that. Again, we talk about things that happen. He brought police injustice to the forefront. You're absolutely right, Mark. He did do that. Yeah. So again, we're gonna talk more about him tomorrow, Mark, and we'll pull up a picture on tomorrow's show. And tomorrow we got Linda Scheider. She's coming on. That's right, wife of funk and rock and roll Hall of Famer Gary Scheider, and mom to Garrett and everybody else. So she's a Scheider, man, and she's coming on, and we're gonna talk a little bit about, again, part 2 of our State of the Union while we still can, because we're going to get ours in early so we don't have to deal with all the political mumbo jumbo that's going to be thrown at us in August, September, and October. Shout out to my dog, Curtis Wilcox, man. I appreciate you and I love you, man. He did a nice picture of me, and that's a real picture. I really do that on stage, just so y'all know. He didn't Photoshop that. That's really me, all right? And if y'all come to the show, you'll see it. Over the mic stand. I don't know how many people can still do that at 66. Maybe Tony Wilson can, but there's a few. But other than that, yeah, man. So this has been great. I love you guys. Again, please keep sending me prayers and all that good stuff, man. And y'all know to deal with that. So we're going to get out of here, man, with one of my favorite artists, fellow Aries. Ms. Yo-Yo's Closet, thank you. Lisa Love, thank you. My producer, Mr. Mark Lee, I thank you. And most of all, our special guest today, right here on Funk from the Front Seat, Down on the Grind TV, Ms. JASME Kelly. California, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, North and South Dakota, Nevada, New York, New Jersey, you heard, Delaware, are you aware? Funky Philadelphia, Minneapolis, Detroit, 313, third mile. Time for me to get out there and get on that grind Friday night. P-Funk Radio, remember y'all. Robin Circle of P. I needed to hear Marvin today, right now. Again, all our opinions are none other than Funk from the Front Seat and our guests. Not YouTube, not StreamYard, not Twitter, not TikTok, not Facebook. Ours and ours alone. Shout out to that family and that kid that got shot in Chicago. Don't know all the details, but can't be shooting at the police. Cindy, what up? Seattle's in the house. Shout out to my friend out there, Cindy K. Lane. I love you, sweetheart. Thank you for your support. Today was a special edition for my girl JASME Kelly, one of my funk sisters down here in North Kakalaki. We do it like that for people we love. Tomorrow, Linda Shiner. Makes me want to holler. Elizabeth in Ireland, I love you. Coccolino in Italy, I love you. DJ Monica in Switzerland, I love you. Dubai, Puerto Rico, Peru. Shout out to all my Native Americans here in the United States. Pardon my blood, y'all. Canada, you up there? England, Tanny Soul Sister, Germany, call me, please. I gotta tell you something. Thank you, you two, for driving traffic my way. That's cool. Folks from the front seat, not on the grind TV. I will see y'all tomorrow at our regular time. We did this special thing because we support festivals and things like that. As Mark would say, things of that nature. I'm out. Let's get out of here, Mark. Peace. I am out. And some of these are for outtakes. Peace. Power of the one. That's what's up. See, Mark's back there sleeping. Sleeping on the job. Cutting into your lunch, son. I can see you. Don't lie to me. This is why I love going live. Because basically I like to laugh. I need to laugh at a lot of stuff. Do you need me to end it? Should I